Is it collecting or just overconsumption? Full transparency, I get this comment a lot, and I totally get why if you know nothing about me or my collection, so let's talk about it. 1. There's a difference between collecting and overconsumption. Overconsumption is quick, trend based, and focuses on obtaining everything purely for the sake of everything, regardless of the actual item itself. It's about the act of shopping and less about the outcome. This includes things like big clothing hauls, quick, items like Labubus, trend based, and blind boxes, emphasis not on what you get. The biggest distinction of what makes a collection is curation. For example, you can't physically collect every book ever made, or even within a genre, so a personal library is a curated collection that reflects the taste of the collector because they have to choose what is worth collecting. This is usually done intentionally, over time, reflects lifelong passions, and can be literally anything. That being said, collecting isn't inherently more sustainable than overconsumption if the collection includes purchasing a surplus of cheap, unethically made items. 2. So how do you make collecting sustainable? It's easy to say that there is no truly ethical consumption under capitalism, because it's true, but there are indeed more ethical choices like looking secondhand first, trading or bartering, than shopping small or sustainably made, and that's something I value a lot as a self-proclaimed collector. You won't see me buying cheap, mass-produced items. In fact, the bulk of my collections are completely comprised of secondhand pieces first to avoid shopping new, and this actually saves a lot of money. My cookie jars, salt and pepper shakers, all my ceramics, many vintage Pokemon items, my book collection, clothes, my furniture, and nearly all my home decor. I'm also super proud as a fellow artist to support other small makers as well now that I have the privilege to be able to. And more importantly, this didn't happen overnight. It's taken me nearly a decade of searching, thrifting, and upcycling to collect everything you see here. 3. We can't have discussions on personal consumption if we're unwilling to also blame the big businesses that are responsible for the bulk of pollution and the government powers that allow them. Both things can be true, that they are responsible for the bulk of waste, and that we also can make better choices on a personal level. I'm also an autistic person whose special interests are related to collecting and central to my joy and identity, so it's a bit tougher for me. But the world is pretty shitty right now, and there's so many ways we can get involved in advocacy, so can we just let people have a little joy for once and enjoy their trinkets? Bye, friends.